Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be making my Christmas catch-all spread. So that's December 20th through 26th. This is a big vertical happy planner, and I will be on winter break this week if everything goes according to plan. Yes, I still have some final papers to wrap up as incompletes, but for the most part, this is going to be a pretty nice week with family, going to the dentist, who I don't know if you consider your dentist family, but of course, I love my dentist. All of that aside, I'm going to be planning with the Yay Seasons sticker book, and I have been loving this sticker book so much. I feel like it is just my style of illustration. It is by Alex House, who is just such a wonderful artist, and I just love everything she does. So these are the stickers in question. We've got some nutcrackers and trees, and then full boxes, and then that's the Thanksgiving set. So there's 3 pages that I'm going to be planning with in here, and I kind of want to do this similar to how I did my Thanksgiving spread, with everything kind of clustered around the middle of the pages, and then just have some writing room around that. I don't exactly know how this is going to go. I don't want it to look the exact same as Thanksgiving did, but I feel like we're using different season stickers, so it's never gonna look the exact same because it's a little bit more wintry. But we'll try this out, we'll see how it goes, and if adjustments need to be made, adjustments will be made. So gonna take this off the disc and get started. And as a point of clarification, I don't consider my dentist to be family. Yes, he spends time in my mouth, but my family doesn't do that. Oh my god, Caitlin, just stop talking. Okay, this is what happens when you leave me unattended. So anyway, we're gonna skip over that part about the dentist and just start placing stickers. I love this one with the little house. Before I begin on this, I do want to find colorful boxes to go with this. These ones are gold foiled, so I want to find gold foiled colorful boxes. However, I've used most of my gold foiled colorful boxes, and I was maybe I could get away with silver, but if I want to use any of these, silver's gonna clash. I'm gonna do some sticker reconnaissance. I'm looking in this winter sticker book, and I found these ones, and I think the color palette goes well. So I think I could use these as my markers for things that I'm actually doing during the day. I'm trying to check my list and make sure that I don't have anything on Monday. I think Monday is just a relaxing day. I can't tell if I'm funnier when I'm making these videos in the middle of the night, or if I've just lost my mind in sleep deprivation and I just kind of say whatever comes to mind, which is not necessarily a good thing. I oftentimes have to cut large portions out of these videos in editing because I'm no one wants to hear me say this. This is very weird, and sometimes it borders on PG-13, and I don't know who watches these videos. So, yeah, okay. And there's no good way for me to say ahead of time, this video is maybe not the it's a tangential video where I'm just talking to hear my own voice, essentially. So I'm taking a little tree that I want to layer here. I'm going to use my Jelly Roll pen. I have heard that the Uniball Signo does a better job at white gel penning, and I'd like to get some opinions on that. So if you've tried either of these pens, the white Jelly Roll or the white Uniball Signo, and you have an opinion either way, please let me know down in the comments, because I want to see if I need to be considering different pens. So we've got a little cluster going on here. Tuesday the 21st is my dentist appointment, and I'm not really paying any attention to if they say today or if they say reminder. I'm just kind of using them as shapes, functional shapes. So we'll do this one for Tuesday. And then I could do another full box kind of going at the bottom of this. Home for the Holidays is cute. Could even do like some of the like functional boxes they have in here. Winter days. I like this. Here's to hoping that there will be snow, but there will not be snow on my drive to my parents' house, because driving the like 3-ish hours to like the Chicago suburbs in snow will not be fun. Especially because like driving to the Chicago suburbs like requires that I go through a lot of farmland. And if you've ever driven through farmland, it like the snow blows quite a bit. So it's difficult for visibility. Like I've driven in a lot of snow in my life because I've lived in the Midwest my entire life, but that would be something that I would probably delay my drive for if there was like a lot of snow on the roads. So hopefully the winter days happen when I'm like already settled in and not having to deal with being in my car alone on the highway in the middle of nowhere, where there's like not even a good place to like pull off and like go to Target or something. Like it's literally just like farm fields. So I'm just kind of clustering some trees. It's becoming something. That's what it's doing. I like these nutcrackers too, and I want to make sure that I can incorporate them in some way. I don't know. I feel like it's getting a little random. So Nutcracker's going to go back in the book for now. I think this quote that says joy to the world will match the color palette very nicely. So I'm going to put that over here in the sidebar area because I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else with the sidebar. So a nice large quote will kind of help fill up some of that room that I don't really have anything else to do with. I mean, I could do like a running checklist, especially because I'm using the middle of the page for other things, but the daily planner will help get me through it. And again, it's break, so I don't have as many commitments as if it were like a week at school. And I'm also not dealing with like a lot of housekeeping stuff because I'll be with my parents, so like taking out the trash and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I'll do some stuff like that, but it's split amongst everyone who's there rather than when I'm living in my apartment and having to deal with all the housekeeping on top of like school chores. And okay, joy to the world is going there. We could put some like snowflakes around it as well. I don't know if I want to bring in like the red stickers that are in here. Like I kind of did with that house, but I don't know. I feel like the red is just kind of different from everything else that I'm using. And then this pine tree or Christmas tree or whatever is going to go under here. So I got to go to my parents, then I got to work on Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're doing like Christmas stuff. And people have asked what our Christmas theme is this year, because as I've mentioned in previous videos, we pick a theme each year for dinner because Christmas food is literally the exact same food as Thanksgiving food, and that's no fun. So every year at Thanksgiving, we vote to see what the Christmas theme is going to be. And this year we ended up voting on like a chopped challenge kind of thing where everyone had to pull an ingredient from a hat and make a dish using that. But then we decided that's going to be too complicated. So we took that back and we've decided that the theme for this year is going to be International Christmas. So because I have a pretty large family, we often use a Google like spreadsheet to kind of sort out who's bringing what. So we set up the Google spreadsheet and everyone has to pick a country, and we can't duplicate countries. So everyone has to pick one and they have to bring a dish from that country. So my boyfriend and I got into the spreadsheet early So we were able to snag Italy, which is going to be great because we're doing an appetizer and we are going to end up making, I think, mini meatballs and bruschetta. At least that's the current plan. And I'm on board with that just because I really like bruschetta. And he keeps telling me, he's like, it's not going to travel well. But we're going to be staying at my parents' house the night before, so it doesn't really need to travel. And even if we needed to travel, we could do it like a deconstructed bruschetta and just like have people assemble their own when we get there. If you catch the idea. So anyway, that's what's happening Christmas-wise. I feel like I'm just cluttering, but it kind of looks nice. I think it kind of looks nice. I think it's this tree that's throwing me off because it kind of dips lower than everything else. So peeling this one up, I have a feeling this is going to be a longer video, so I apologize in advance, but I hope it's worth it in the end. And I'm saying that for both your sake and my sake. I'm going to take this one for Christmas. Which one is Christmas Eve? The Friday? Friday should be Christmas Eve. So I'll do that. And the current plan for Christmas Eve is that we're going to do dinner with my grandparents on my dad's side of the family who live like kind of close by, but none of my dad's siblings live in Illinois. They all kind of like live in different states. So it's just going to be like us and my grandparents on Christmas Eve. Last year we watched Die Hard on Christmas Eve because my boyfriend was allowed to pick the movie. And I'm going to make sure that does not happen again this year. Normally we do a puzzle, but it was like Puzzle and Die Hard last year, and I was not a fan of that. Okay, this one that says 'Tis the Season is going to go over here on Thursday. And I think the best way to do this after all this practice is to do like the box stickers first, and then do like the trees and the decor around them. Just so I can get like a nice cluster going on. I like these little headers to mark like the times things start at. So layering this one over my Christmas Eve box. And then I think before I get into like Christmas Day, I want to put like a quote up here. So we have, if it's snowing, then I'm not coming. Welcome winter. And that's what I'm leaning towards because it's the same font as the one I put in the sidebar. But I'm going to flip through the rest of this book and just see if there's anything else that I could use. Like, yeah, there's some larger quotes, but none of them are like the right font. There's my Christmas corgis in here that I wanted to use this year and then never had a spread open up for them. Where are they? These ones, they're so cute. But I don't want to do Christmas spreads after Christmas is done, so it is what it is with the Christmas corgis. Just have to save them for next year. Or I could do like, no, I can't do a currently page with them because I already made my currently page. This one that says 25 on it is cute. So I could probably work that in here as well. Just like over here. And it'll also be a nice addition to the spread because it'll keep adding in differently shaped elements instead of getting super boxy. Some of my spreads lately have been really boxy because I have so many commitments and then I want a sticker for everything, especially because if I'm writing directly on the pages, sometimes it bleeds through. So when I get a chance to do more decorative stuff, I try to make use of stickers that aren't just colorful boxes. And also, I've run out of colorful boxes. And I'm going to have to track some more down. Maybe on the drive to my parents' place, I will do what I've done in past road trips and just stop at every Joann's along the way until I find what I want. That's the only way I found the Marabou Designs collection, was stopping at like a million Joann's. Totally worth it. These snowflakes in here will also be helpful to fill in some gaps, but I'm not going to deal with those until the end. So Welcome Winter, I think, is going to go up here. But first, got to get functional box in for this. We'll do Remember. And I'm trying to not put it in line with the today one. Maybe there's like an actual like box in this book. Huh. Okay. I could do this one. This would work. Although that's pink. And then we've got green. I think this will have to do. So this one's gonna be like Christmas, but it's not big enough for that. I'm sorry. I feel like so scattered. We'll do this remember sticker just here. That looks fine. And I could peel up the corner of it and have this one go into Sunday. If the layering works out without intersecting the 25. Okay, that looks good. Keeping that like that. Next, I'm going to white out part of this line to put that Welcome Winter sticker up here. I don't actually know when winter starts. And for some reason, I had it in my mind that it started like midway through December, which feels very late for like winter because in my head, like winter starts at the end of October. But I feel like it actually starts somewhere around mid-December. And the fact that we actually had a tornado come through here the other night, and tornado season in Illinois really only runs until like September, that was a little weird, but I guess that's further proof that we're not yet in winter because it's been like 60 degrees and then 30 degrees and then 60 degrees and then tornadoes. Welcome to the Midwest. Getting this out of the way for a minute so I can kind of focus on some more of this decorative stuff. I really do like the nutcrackers, and I'm like trying to find a way to incorporate them in because nutcrackers actually hold like a pretty special place in my heart. When we were growing up, every year at Thanksgiving, my grandmother used to give us like, normally it was nutcrackers, and this took place at Thanksgiving so that we would have like them for Christmas to like decorate with. But the rationale being that like one day we would have like an actual, or like by the time that we like moved out of our parents' places, we would have decor, like Christmas decor for our own like homes and apartments and whatnot. So I actually have like a fairly sizable nutcracker collection. And in more recent years, she started getting like a little bit more creative with it. So there was one year where she did snow globes and one year where she did like winter themed like throw pillows. And none of it is like explicitly like Christmassy per se. It's just like winter decor, but that was like always a big tradition growing up. And I don't think she did it this year, at least for the grandchildren my age. I think she's still doing it for like some of my younger cousins who are like in high school, or my cousins' kids who are very young. Like I have cousins who have just had babies in the last week. Like it's amazing how large my extended family is becoming. So nutcrackers, I just don't know if they're gonna fit in this spread, you know? So I'll just try it out and we'll see what happens. A little bit of that over there. The snowflakes, because you can't have too many snowflakes in a spread like this. They're just like a nice confetti sticker that everything can cluster around. And that's why I want to bring in those paper snowflakes to like fill in some gaps eventually. This one's going to go over here. We've got some winter hats, some more trees. If I'm already using one red tree, I should probably use multiple red trees. And I'm going to layer this one onto the 'Tis the Season box just to continue to layer some stuff up, because while they are clustered, I feel like not a whole lot of them are layered, or layered like in ways that are creative. Like these are just like boxes that are layered. But being able to like layer some clear stickers on top of like other stickers always adds a nice little accent to a spread. We've got some tiny houses, which I've been using a lot of houses in my planner lately, so maybe I'll stay away from those. One more tree. Where can we put this one? And now that I'm looking at this in full, I actually do think it looks pretty good and not like terribly scattered. I like this blue color up here in the Welcome Winter, but I feel like it's not anywhere else in the spread. So I'm taking this sheet from Eau Claire's Creations, and this is a New Year's themed spread, or a New Year's themed sticker sheet, but I want to use these stars because I think the blue tones are similar, and they'll help create some more atmosphere, like just some stars in the spread. That always helps. These are fairly large swatches of stars, so I'm gonna cut them into like smaller pieces that I can play around with. Okay, and now I'm like thinking, I wonder what other people are bringing food-wise for Christmas. I haven't taken a look at the spreadsheet recently, so I don't know what other people have signed up for, but it's only one person or like one like dish per country. So we got Italy, so no one else is gonna bring Italian food. There's probably gonna be like Irish food because we're Irish, and probably German food as well. I don't know. I just want to see like some good variation in food. It's going to be like a weird, interesting combination to like have it all on your plate at once. And I will be sure to let you know eventually like what kind of food showed up to our international Christmas dinner thing. And it doesn't have to be like Christmas food from other countries. It's just like food from other countries. So a little less like specific, but still very interesting for a choice. I like this one that says eat, sleep, and be merry. I wish it were a brighter red, but I do feel like it needs like another quote like up here on Tuesday, Wednesday. So this one's gonna go over here. For my appetizer Christmas idea, which I brought it up again this year, and I will keep bringing it up until it actually happens. My mom is trying to convince me that we already did an appetizer Christmas, and I don't think that's the case. And I asked some of my cousins, and they're like, no, I don't think we did that. But my mother is convinced that we've already done appetizer Christmas. So we'll see what happens with that. Sleeping is one thing that I'm looking forward to over break. Just finally catching up on sleep. Okay, so we got some sloths, but we don't need sloths. I was looking for snowflakes. And I don't even know how many stickers I have put into this spread, but it seems like a lot. Oh, these little like foliage things could be fun. Yeah, I think that'll work. And I think they'll work especially well because we have like a lot of trees in the spread. So adding some more greenery will kind of help play that up. And if I put these in that I don't think I'm gonna need the additional snowflakes, I think it'll just be this. And there's already snowflakes in here, so it'll work out. Let's see. Can do this. I had such a fun time planning in that Thanksgiving spread where everything was kind of like clustered around the middle. It was just like a planning experience that I haven't had in a while because normally everything is all regimented out into boxes, and even though it's like creative planning, it still feels like I'm just stuck in like boxes some days. So I like to be able to kind of break out of that and just get creative and stick a million stickers down on the page and just kind of like, this is like my personality or my aesthetic, if you want to call it that. Sticker overload. Put one up by Welcome Winter. And I think I'm just going to make use of all of these because why would I just like leave one on the page when I could just find it a home in this spread? So this one's going to go over here. I do need something to go around this Eat, Sleep, and Be Merry quote, though, because it is looking a little bare. Let's see what I got in this book before I get into this too far. So I think I decided no on the Nutcrackers, but I'm going to take this snowflake and move it up to the Eat, Sleep, and Be Merry area to kind of fill in some of that space. Just like that. What else can I move around to make that look a little bit better? Maybe this bit of foliage. Just like over here. Okay. It's starting to come along. I think the reason it looks so awkward is it's the only thing sticking up on this half of the spread, whereas this one has some things overlapping the line. So going back into the Yay Seasons book, I'm going to take this one with the wreath on it and layer it over into the sidebar. It is kind of a light color though, so a little bit of white out just to keep the lines from showing through. This one's going to go here. I think that does help actually. And then maybe like one of these stickers to kind of cover up some more of this line. I don't know what it'll like refer to. Maybe just errands. But some more boxes never hurt. Take the pink one and put it on the other half of the spread to keep building up like functional space over here on Sunday. I'm feeling pretty good about this, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it back on the discs just to get a nice look at it and decide if this is enough stickers, as if that is ever really a question. In this case, it might actually be enough stickers. All set up back on the discs, and I think the one thing I forgot was a box to mark when I'm working on Thursday. So I'm taking this one with the little hat and just putting it right above this Today sticker, which will be like the details of that work shift, but having this going into the Thursday box will make more sense to my brain to like associate this Today box with Thursday rather than Friday, because it's kind of on the line. So I think that looks good. I like the color palette. Yeah, the red sticks out a little bit, but the pink and the soft blues, it's a nice pastel kind of Christmassy spread, and I just love this sticker book so much. So I think this is a fun spread, and I'm excited to plan in it. It's a little scattered, but that's kind of how my brain works. And I think it's like an organized scattering. So like there is some layering at the level of like the larger colorful boxes, and then everything else is just kind of clustered around it. So this is a spread that makes me happy. And at the end of the day, that's like what this whole planning thing is about, is just like making things that make me happy and being creative. And that's how I feel when I look at this. So I'm excited about this like sticker collage spread. It's similar to what I did for Thanksgiving, but it's also like very different from that. If I flip back to my Thanksgiving spread to jump your memory, this is how that turned out. So similar concept, but completely different execution on those. And I just love Alex House. So again, I'll try to link everything down below if I can. I don't know if the Yay Seasons book is sold out. And if it's not sold out, I'm going to buy another copy of it because I just love it so much. I think it was an online exclusive to Happy Planner, and that's why I haven't been able to like find it at like Joann's or whatever, but I'll leave links and everything will be down below as per usual. So there you have it, a fun, festive Christmas spread. If you are celebrating Christmas, I hope you have a good Christmas. If you are not celebrating Christmas, I hope you have a nice and restful, like almost end of the year. We're rapidly approaching New Year's, so next week is going to be a New Year's theme in my planner, and I'm going to call it good on this one. Also, I hope you don't unfollow me for those weird comments I made about my dentist. I am very sorry, Dr. Johnson. Okay, calling it a night on this one. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planet-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.